everybody, we are here on the Microsoft campus to announce something huge, and to do that, I'm gonna need Pete Kyriacou over from the Surface team. Why is today such a big deal in the Surface family?
Okay, thanks for having us. We're here today to announce the all-new Surface Book 2. It's a redesigned 13.5-inch device and brand new to the category, a Surface Book 15-inch device.
Okay, give me the headlines. Tell me some of the differentiators for this new machine.
Well, the team has been hard at work for a long time to bring these two new devices to market. So when we talk about Surface Book, we always talk about versatility and performance, and it brings the best of both. And that's what it really means to the Surface lineup. With Surface Book 2, we've pushed the limits on performance. We've pushed the limits on battery life. And with the versatility of the device being able to be a tablet or a laptop, this is gonna be a great device for anyone who's doing any kind of AI or other coding, or if you're a gamer, or anyone who spends their time in office all day long and wants to be productive. Surface Book 2 is gonna be the perfect device for them. We're really pushing the limits on every axis. It's the most performant Surface to date. It has the longest battery life of any Surface device, but yet it still has all the innovation, whether it's a great typing experience, a great trackpad experience. And when you detach the tablet, you have a device that is one of the thinnest quad-core processors ever made, with great touch interaction and a fantastic pen interaction. So when you have the 15-inch Surface Book 2 in your hand, you're gonna see you have 10 points of touch for using the device. And when you start to take your pen, there's a custom G5 chipset in the device that gives you, with the pen, 4096 points of pressure and surface tilt when you're drawing with ink. So it's all this great innovation that we brought to the new Surface Pro back in May, and now we're able to deliver it on Surface Book 2.
Okay, 15 inches. What was the point? I mean, not the point, but like, why is it such a big deal, literally speaking?
Yeah, 15 inch is a great, big, beautiful display. And our displays and our hardware is basically a stage for the software. A display this big lets you get immersed in what you're doing. If you're using it as a tablet, you're able to see all your content in front of you. If you go ahead and use it as a laptop, you have a great display that's a 3:2 aspect ratio, so it has great vertical and great horizontal aspect ratio. But then when you have it set up in studio mode, and you want to put the device on the base and go down and start creating on your device and drawing on it, you have great graphics performance and a great canvas to work with when you're drawing with ink and you have dial on the screen.
When people will ask you about this device, what's the thing you're gonna tell them? What's the big headline for you?
This is a device that has it all. This is a device that has performance. This is a device that has great battery life. And this is a device that has all the versatility you can find in any of our Surface devices.
We can't talk about the design and versatility and the power of this device without also talking about those details that went into it. And to do that, we actually caught up with Surface Design Director Dan O'Neil to tell us more about what went into creating Surface Book 2.
We've poured over every detail, both inside and out. We have refined every part of this experience, and really no detail's been unlooked at. So the Surface Book 2, some of the details we've looked at are things like improving the hinge and the detach mechanism.
So we're talking like right here-ish, that kind of situation?
That's right.
Cool.
So the hinge has been completely re-engineered. So we went from having multiple parts in a hinge that was, difficult to manufacture and difficult to design around, to a hinge now that is essentially a module, and it's been consolidated into one really well-controlled, precision engineered part assembly. And what that's done is it's helped us basically reduce bounce in the system. So we're basically holding up like an extremely powerful tablet. And what we've done in this is some of the bounce has gone away, essentially resonance. So if you use it on your lap, and if you're using the touchscreen, for example, that display is staying in its intended position. So we've essentially re-engineered both the hinge and the detached mechanism to basically deliver an exciting 15-inch. We've introduced a new material, a ceramic, which is a part of the hinge arm. And so we've done that because it's a nice, it's a thermal insulator. It's kind of geeky, but thermal insulator that basically allows that arm to not expand or contract. So we're getting a really precisely engineered muscle wire detach. And that's gonna give you super good reliability, a faster detach. So we wanna make sure every little microsecond that when you press and hold the button to release, it's happening fast. So you can go and get things done, go to a meeting, take notes, and then come back. So really the only way to ensure we can do that is we had to just re-engineer that system.
Wow, that is a lot of effort going into this fabulous new product. Well, I guess my next question is more about the tools that you use and the space that you use to create it, because I know that on campus everybody gets excited about the Surface Design Lab. Tell me a little bit about the place where this was born and the rest of the Surface family, and what would I see if I walked in there?
One of the philosophies in the group is fail fast and be relentless, right? So we are, and you'll see it in the prototype lab, we are constantly iterating, and it's about making products physical and doing it fast, all the way down to like, how does this product feel? How does the weight of the product feel when I'm holding it? What's an acceptable weight? How does the clipboard feel? Like, the only way to really get to those answers is we have to iterate and prototype as fast as possible. So we have an amazing lab that's been built to explore these different questions we have physically, like to be able to prototype and iterate as fast as possible. That's what it's about, is being super relentless about every detail. And the only way you can do that is if you continually like iterate. I like to think of this, it's almost a concept car.
Yes.
And how I think about the laptop is, you know, you can think of it as a traditional laptop. It really isn't though. This is really just this is expanding the definition of what a laptop is. The cool thing about it is, this is the product that the design team wants to use. This is a 15-inch, you know, creative workstation. Think of it as almost like a mobile studio. And so any designer, you could walk through the studio and you could see someone, you know, with their headphones on, using in a traditional laptop mode. You could see them sketching. You could see them, you know, walking to a meeting, using Dial, whatever it may be. There's so much versatility in the creative process. And so this is really designed for that person, for that user. And that's how we think about it, is like, and the amazing thing is, as the design team has seen this come to fruition, they're the ones that want to use this product. Like, they're the ones that are super excited for it. Even down to the team that's making some of our launch videos are running this like as we speak. And so, and that's actually the audience that we're looking for, is that creative individual that wants versatility to be able to use pen, touch, and it's like a creative workhorse.
On the go.
On the go,
Even.
absolutely.
That's fantastic. So obviously, another key aspect to the entire Surface family is touch. And it's a differentiator for sure. Talk to me about the design of this device, you know, in terms of being able to touch and use that screen.
The amazing part is holding basically a 15-inch, we think of it as like it's floating pixels. Right? And the intent for the clipboard is we want this to feel like a piece of paper. So you can just tear away and go to a meeting and sketch, share, annotate. And there is something just fascinating about being able to detach that clipboard and hold it as it's essentially a floating sheet of pixels.